What's up? It's your boy Crypto Capone, and my fault I haven't made any videos in a while. But the market just been going down. It's been boring, but now I'm starting to think that we're finding a bottom here. Probably gonna start turning bullish real soon. So I just want to talk about the trading strategy I use. So when trading, you want to go to tradingview.com. This is basically a website where you can make charts for free, or you could go pro and pay, and then you can use more indicators, but I don't really think that's necessary. And I guess it's like a social community too, because a lot of people post their ideas, so you can look at what other people are expecting the market to do, what everybody's talking about. Um, yeah, it's a nice platform. So you just search whatever you're trading. It doesn't just have to be cryptocurrency. You could look at futures. You could look at stocks, all forex, all types of market charts. So I'm gonna look at Bitcoin USD on Coinbase because that's usually what I trade on. And it'll come out with this chart here. Click on full feature chart to get the big screen, and boom. So the indicators are basically things that show you something that's happening in the market. So the indicators that I use is volume, moving average for 13 and 34, and the MACD. So a moving average is basically the average of the moves the market has made in the last 13 days or 34 days, hours, depending on what you're looking at. I think using this with volume and MACD is very useful, and I'll show you what you can do with this here. So the MACD here is the moving average convergence divergence. It basically shows you the momentum. So it shows you how strong it is when it's going up or down. You can see that here. So usually what I like to do, I like to trade the crosses. So when the 13 moving average goes over the 34, like what you see right here, that's a bullish signal. That's a buy signal. So, for example, had you bought right here at this cross, this was on hold on. This was on January 19th. Had you bought this cross, you would have gone in at around $3,700, and we pumped all the way up to 38.79. So another thing I want to say is when you get a cross, it's a signal to buy or sell, but it doesn't tell you when to take profit. So you have to be the one to not be greedy and take profit, like what you see here, because it just started going down after that. And then the other cross, where the 13 goes under the 34, that would have been a signal to sell. So had you bought this here around 37.04, you would have sold around 37.61 just trading crosses. That's a little profit, but like I said, if had you not been greedy and would just been taking profits on the way up, you would have made more money. And now using these moving averages with the MACD, you would have seen right here that the momentum would have started slipping. So even right here on this candle, you would have sold for 37.91. You would have made more than if you would have waited until the cross. Another thing I use is volume. Like you see this right here is a big green candle. When the volume goes up like this, so much compared to the other candles, clearly the price is going up, and vice versa for when they're red. When you see big red candles, you know the price is going down. So when it comes to technical analysis and looking at these indicators, it's not foolproof. It's not definitely telling you exactly what will happen, but it'll give you like educated guesses, I would say. If you look on the daily, it's even more effective. But since it's a larger time frame, these trades take longer to execute. So yeah, for example, this cross right here would have gave you a signal to sell. You would have sold around 6,482. And had you only been trading crosses, the next time it crossed was at 3820. So you would have basically nearly doubled your Bitcoin with this strategy here. But again, you need to know to take profit because it could always go back down. So if you use a stop loss, um, with this strategy, is basically you'll never lose. Another thing I use here is the depth chart. When you look at these, this is basically all the buy orders and all the sell orders. So right now, I can see that there's a gap here. So I would assume that this will get filled and the price will probably go back down to 35.82 and then probably go back up again. Yeah, that's basically all I use to trade. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment. I would appreciate it if you like the video, if you learned something from this. And yeah, that's basically it. I still want to do a giveaway when I get to 100 subscribers, so would appreciate it if you subscribe. And yeah, that's basically it.